Yeah, I take no prisoners. Don't know a lot, but know you, but I know your listeners. Drove my Chevy to the levee, now I'm missing it. My mic extended, yeah, life anyway, the sunset. They're all too immature, yeah.
Okay, so after a rough week in the southeast, it's time for a more positive note in the southwest. It was filled with good times, good nature, and even better people. Welcome to part 2 of the Southern Thailand vlog.
To be loved, make an angel in the mud. Why can't we ever be good?
Well, look what the cat dragged in. If it's not the people I was missing in Koh Phi Ngan. What a coincidence, is it not? I was so glad we got to meet again in Koh Pha Ngan. I met with Katia again, I met with Andrea and Cecilia, and I met with their friend Alvaro. What were we doing in Koh Pha Ngan? Well, any self-respecting backpacker in Thailand has to stop there at some point to go to the mythical Full Moon Party, a big beach party that draws up to 30,000 people every month. I didn't film a lot because I was pretty drunk, but I did end up having a lot of fun. I'm usually not a big party guy, but since I was in good company, I ended up really enjoying it. Music there was super varied, I got some dancing lessons, and I also realized that I'm not very good at dancing. Try as I may, I fucking suck at it. Anyways, the next day I was pretty hungover, so I didn't manage to do a lot. I didn't explore Koh Pha Ngan at all. It was just partying and being hungover, but we'll come back to that later. And after that, we made our way to Koh Tao. Koh Tao was really nice. I only heard good things about it from people that went there. It was really high on my priority list, and while I wasn't blown away, it certainly didn't disappoint. The island is full of wonderful beaches and insane dive spots, but the best part though was definitely the company. I went there with Katia, with Cecilia, Andrea, and Alvaro. We spent our day going around the beaches, snorkeling, eating good food, and overall spending quality time together. There's no better feeling than being on a paradise island with people you like. And that feeling was also quite important for me because last week it was my birthday. Before leaving, I was honestly a bit scared that I was gonna spend my birthday alone and that it would make me quite sad, but thankfully that wasn't the case. Me and Katia spent the whole day at the beach and had a nice dinner in the evening, and that was enough to make me a happy little kid. Another big thing happened this week. I put out a new song called Faded, which I'm very proud of. So I had a bit of time to work on the marketing for that, and that was the not so fun part. It was time to say goodbye to everyone again. First to Andrea, Cecilia, and Alvaro, who after getting their tattoo went on to continue the trip elsewhere in Thailand, and then to Katia because I headed off to Koh Pha Ngan. So, back to Koh Pha Ngan, and you're probably wondering what the fuck I was doing there again. Well, Joe, a British guy who owns a couple businesses there, hit me up in Workaway asking me if I wanted to do some video work for him. I couldn't really pass up the opportunity. It's good for my portfolio and it's something I was really looking to do. So I went back to the island to focus on being productive for a couple days, and it was a much welcome break from being on vacation all the time. Obviously going to the beach every day is nice, but at some point I felt like I was kind of going around in circles. So now I'm glad I have a couple days of being productive and having some tangible goals to hit. Koh Pha Ngan, the return, was also the scene of my first ever scooter crash where I slid off my scooter in some sandy path. I did end up scratching my forehead pretty bad, but the worst part was definitely me fucking up my leg. The scooter fell on my leg, and for the first few days it was extremely painful. I was almost worried that my leg was fractured. Thankfully it's not. Now it's doing much better, although I still feel a bit of pain. But that's just what I get for being a bit too overzealous on the scooter and not wearing a helmet. So shame on me. Thank God I didn't lose any neurons there, but that's all on me, just being a dumbass. But yeah, that pretty much sums up 3 weeks in southern Thailand. The next stop is Vietnam, and I'm very glad to say that I won't be going alone because Katia is tagging along for the adventure, and we'll be meeting up with Jake again. But before that, I have an exciting weekend coming up where I'm going back to Bangkok to get my leg tattooed and explore the city a little bit. And after that, we're off to Ho Chi Minh. I'll see you guys in Bangkok. Peace out.